It's Sunday, of course, so we're serving up a perfect roast chicken today.
Yes, Tara Walker, author of Good Food, No Stress, is doing the honours today. Morning, Tara.
Good morning, guys.
Hi,
Well, I think we've all agreed this is one of our faves.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't the kitchen smell so nice even now, you know?
And always nice to get another way of doing it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, this is, look, it is a basic enough kind of roast dinner for a Sunday, you know?
Yeah.
But it's very easy to do. It's very quick and handy. We have had lots of Sundays ourselves in our house, and kids love it as well, you know. My friend was saying yesterday, might say hello to her, Susie, she has two very young children, and she's saying they can be a little bit fussy in terms of what they want. Yeah, exactly. But she said the great thing about this is that, you know, kids love it.
Yeah.
But it's good enough for adults too, you know. So I've just got some butter and oil, which I'm just kind of going to rub onto the skin. And obviously some salt and pepper as well to help it along. And just give it a good rub there if you can. And then into the cavity, I have half a lemon. And wait, I'm going the wrong way. In here.
Wrong end.
Easily done.
And a little bit of thyme going in then as well. Oh dear. And a little bit of thyme going in, and that's it. And into the oven, and we've got a really good hot oven here, just to get it started. You want to get the skin really nice and crispy. So in it goes. And next up, I'm going to have a look at our roast potatoes. So I have parboiled the potatoes here, and I think it's a good idea. Boil them a little bit more than you think you need to, so that they get the nice kind of, you know, rough edges on them like that. And that's what's going to give them a little bit of crispiness. A shake exactly. I've given them a good shake there. And I have my oil in my roasting dish, really good and hot. You want to hear like a sizzle almost when you put them in.
So you're preheating that.
Can you recommend, Tara, what's the best potato for roasties? Because, you know, you go on, there's different kinds of...
For me, I like roosters because I just find them the easiest to handle. Do you know what I mean? They're kind of, they're great. Oh, sorry, am I spraying you with your lovely dress? With oil, apologies. I have a little bit of rapeseed oil there.
Lovely.
And I've just rubbed the oil onto the surface of the potatoes.
So they're essentially already cooked, though, those potatoes. They're soft, aren't they?
No, they're not
they're
really
not,
soft.
they're not.
Just soft on the outside, yeah. And here I have some cauliflower. So this is where, you know, look, the roast potatoes, the gravy, the chicken, great for kids, but this is a little bit of interest for the adults, maybe. So I just have little florets of cauliflower. They're raw. I haven't parboiled them or anything like that. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, and some Tabasco. And I love this because it's so quick and easy to do, but it gives you a nice little, you know, the roast chicken is quite rich and a little bit on the fatty side or whatever, whereas this kind of cuts through that.
And does the Tabasco take away the taste of the cauliflower? Is that what we're going for?
No, it complements the taste of the cauliflower.
You're not a fan?
No, not really.
Really?
Well, I hope you like this. I mean, it's probably a healthier way to have your cauliflower, you know, accompaniment to your dinner, if you know what I mean. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we all love cauliflower cheese. It's delicious. Well, maybe you don't, Laura, but I think it's gorgeous. Yeah, but it is very heavy, you know. So let's take out our chicken that's been in. I have to be on the ball this morning. Yeah, it's been in the oven since about 9 o'clock this morning.
Really?
Or 10 to 9, maybe it was quarter to 9. Yes, I was in early. So here we go. Now, normally I'd prefer to rest this a little bit longer, okay?
Right.
So let's get it out onto the board.
So how long should you rest it, ideally?
At least 10 minutes. Like, the rule of thumb is usually half the cooking time. But obviously, you're not going to rest it maybe for 45 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, it's a long time,
if you can at least give it 10 to 15 minutes, that would be better.
Okay.
So we get it out here onto our board. And I purposely brought a board that has a little groove in it here so it catches any juices for me. And now normally what I do, I pop this onto my gas, this whole tray onto my gas ring, and I bubble it up with a little bit of lemon. But I'm going to pop it into a pot because obviously we have induction here today.
Sure.
So I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon in there. So I'm essentially deglazing with my lemon here, which is nice.
So this is for the gravy?
This is the all-important gravy. You see this lovely sticky stuff here, the caramelised bits? That is, you want to make sure you get all of that in. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm nearly cleaning my dish.
Yeah. And
it's easier if you're doing it overheat if you have gas at home, but if you don't, you can just do it this way. And over here, I'm going to start a little roux for my gravy. To be honest with you, you don't even have to do a roux. You could actually just reduce this down. It's still delicious. Yeah. And we're going to use the leftovers of the chicken to do a nice Thai chicken noodle soup. So you could even, if you knew you were going to do that, reserve a tablespoon or two of this to put into the soup later on.
Just
and then
you'll have a really,
you'll have a really delicious one. So here
the gravy is important, isn't it?
Absolutely. I know, you do need it.
All about the gravy.
So I have... fall down now in the gravy.
Yeah, I'd never get it right. I was always lumpy or...
Well, look, this is... Well, that's good that you've said that at this point. Look, when you put your flour into your roux, just cook it out for a minute. And don't worry, now normally I'd rather cook this out a little bit longer than this, but don't worry if it looks like there are lumps in it. I often get people at the cookery classes saying, oh, there were lumps and I gave up on it. Boil it up and whisk it quickly.
Yeah.
And just hold your nerve with it, you know?
Yeah.
So in with my lovely juices there. Gorgeous. And we can just let that simmer on a low temperature for a minute or two.
That's
Turn
so
it down
simply
there.
done.
It's
Just
really, really simple.
throwing lemon into what you had
Absolutely.
left over.
Give it a little whisk. And if you're losing, like if it's getting a bit too small, you can pop a little bit of water into
Yeah.
it. But to be honest, it's quite a rich, well-flavoured gravy. You don't need
Lovely.
loads of extra
We
stuff
are
in it.
stuck for time, Tara.
Okey-doke.
Will we
So here are
lash it
potatoes.
out?
Let's get this out.
Oh, this is
Gorgeous.
And
Sunday in a
here
nutshell.
is the cauliflower as well, folks, okay? So
Can't wait to try that, actually.
you guys can actually help yourselves. to
And
the
if you wanted
cauliflower.
to just be
Very hot
a
there.
little bit pernickety and add some green veg, what would
Oh
you
yeah,
suggest?
well I would say something kind of clean and easy, just like
Sugar
peas
snap
or
peas
yeah,
or-
exactly. Some stir-fried greens, kale and kale would be lovely. Kale and spinach.
Oh
would
yeah,
also
just
be
have a
lovely.
little. You could do a little kick
Can you
into
get- is there a
Tabasco.
kick? Yeah.
Yeah, very
so
nice.
let's carve
I
our
like
chicken.
cauliflower anyway, though. Just-
Nah.
No.
No.
There's a
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Who knew?
This is
Well,
a
quite
lovely
spicy,
family
isn't it?
friends recipe for us actually, and she introduced it to us. We love it. And let's get some potatoes.
And it's great because on a Sunday afternoon, once you've done the prep, you just lob it into the oven for an hour and a
we
half.
often leave the potatoes like
Go for a
boiled up and
walk or
ready.
Yeah.
go visit.
Exactly, and then we have the chicken in the oven ready, and look at our potatoes, nice and crispy there, and our nice bit of gravy.
And I'll serve
Pop
some.
There we go.
Some.
Lovely.
Cauliflower as well.
Thank you very
That
much.
gravy
Claire.
looks
My hands
absolutely
are clean.
gorgeous.
Look at that.
And I love the fact that we're going to be using the remnants of the
Yes.
chicken, if there is any
Yeah.
left. For
And look at the
our-
lovely crisp skin on it as
our
well, and
chicken
that's
broth.
because we had the
Skin's
oven
the
on
best
so
part.
hot. Yeah,
Skin's the best part.
absolutely.
Thanks, Tara.
You're most
Looking
welcome.
forward to
Enjoy.
cooking
Oh,
later
lovely.
on again.